Alright, today's topic is on standard deviation. So standard deviation is another topic talking about data, organizing data, data points, things like that. And so we'll get to it. There's it's a couple steps of how to solve this with certain data points you have. So just follow along as we do this, alright? So let's say you have a set of data points. Let's do 10, 9, 11, 6, and 9, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find the mean of this data, okay? So if you remember, to find the mean, you add up all the numbers and divide by how many there are. So we're going to add these all up. We're going to do 10 plus 9 plus 11 plus 6 plus 9. So 10 plus 9 plus 11 plus 6 plus 9 equals 45. And then to figure out the mean, we take that number and divide it by how many numbers there are. There are 5 numbers, so we divide this by 5, and we get 9. Okay? So our mean is 9. Okay? So what we're going to do, so that's our first step, right? We found the mean. Okay? So we're going to do mean equals 9. Okay? Now what we're going to do, our next step, is we're going to take each data point and subtract it from our mean, 9, and then square it. Okay? So we're going to do 10, and we're going to do 9 minus our first point, 10. Okay? That equals negative 1. And then we're going to square negative 1 squared equals a positive 1. Okay? Then we're going to do 9 minus 9. Okay? That equals 0. And 0 squared equals 0. Excuse me. Next, we're going to do 9 minus 11 equals negative 2. And then negative 2 squared equals a positive 4. 9 minus 6 equals 3. And 3 squared equals 9. And then our last one, 9, again, minus 9 equals 0. And 0 squared equals 0. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is take our numbers here that we added up, okay, the answers, our sums here, okay, so 1, 0, 4, 9, 0, and we're going to add those up, okay, so we're going to add all these up, so we're going to do, alright, we're going to do 1 plus 0 plus 4 plus 9 plus 0 equals 14, okay, so all this added up equals 14, okay, and then we're going to take this number and divide by, we're going to basically find the mean of this number, okay, and divide this number by how many numbers there are, which is 5, and 14 divided by 5 gives us 2.8, okay, and then our very last step is we're going to take 2.8 and we're going to square root it. So square root 2.8 gives us 1.67 rounded. And that is our final answer. So that's our standard deviation, 1.67. Basically what this means is it's kind of like the average is like how far each number, the average like distance from each number away from the mean. So each number is about 1.67 away from the mean of 9. Okay, it's basically what that means. But you know, as you know with these videos, we're doing the how in these videos and just getting straight to the point. Okay, let's do one more. All right, and like I said, it really is just kind of steps. All right, do this, add this, divide by this, add this, divide by this. Right, it's really what it is. So once you get the steps down, you know, it's not too bad. Okay, so let's do 23. 18, 28, 36, and 15, okay? So, same deal, right? Same deal. First thing we're going to do is we're going to find the mean, okay? So we're going to add them all up. 23 plus 18 plus 28 plus 36 plus 15, okay? 23 plus 18 plus 28 plus 36 plus 15 equals 120. And then we're going to divide all this by how many there are. There are 5 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So divide it by 5. We get 24. Okay, so our mean equals 24. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to take each number of data and subtract it from our mean. Okay. So I'm going to do, and you can subtract either way. I would start off with the mean first, so I know it's the same number each time I start off with. All right. So we're going to do 24 minus 23. That equals 1. And then we're going to square it, and 1 squared equals 1. Okay. Next, we're going to do 24 minus our next point, 18. That gives us 6. And 6 squared equals 36. Next, 24 minus 28, and that equals negative 4. And negative 4 squared equals 16. 24 minus 36, that equals negative 12. And negative 12 squared equals 144. And last, 24 minus our last point, 15, that equals 9. And 9 squared equals 81. Okay? So now we've added all those up. Or, sorry, now that we've calculated all those, right? Subtract each point from the mean, and then square that point, okay, or that answer. Now we're going to add up our values here. So we're going to do 1 plus 36 plus 16 plus 144 plus 81, and that equals 278. And then we're going to divide that again by how many numbers there are. There's 5, so divide that by 5, and we get 55.6. And then our last step is we're going to take our number of 55.6 and we're going to square root it. So our square root button, and our answer is 7.46. We're rounded. That's our final answer. Okay. So that's standard deviation. All right, it's steps. Find the mean, add them up, divide by how many there are, subtract each number from the mean, and then square it. Add the points up, divide that by how many there are, and then go ahead and square root that number. And that's how we do standard deviation.